probably was talking to you. Yep.
Yep, Shalom. I'm speaking to you.
Boop, boop, boop. But take it down, bro.
Strong leg? Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praise and glory to Yahawah, Ba'ashem, RAWCHAA, Ba'ashem, KABAD. Double honors to the elders and apostles of great wisdom and honors is true. Peace and blessings to the hopefully elect 144,000 men pushing the truth of wholehearted, sincere across the four winds. We're GMS Germany, camp to the spirit, probably HAWAD, YAHAWASHI, out here again amongst these heathens, amongst these devils, preaching and prophesying the downfall of this looking at screen. You know, realizing that with the time that we're in, you know, hastening the day, the return of who the Lord, even called Jesus Christ. Okay, He's going to return with fire, right? With anger, with vengeance, to redeem His elect, whom the world is destroyed. You know, huh? Who is it? That one?
The best part.
This one right here too. Look at the face. Look like one of those things you buy on Halloween.
And you watch a Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, Shang Tsung.
Yeah, you watch it? How much so?
Bro, you ain't seen the first one?
Huh?
You didn't see the first Mortal Kombat?
No, I just watched this movie. There's nothing.
Ah, okay.
So, yeah, it's mine. Yeah, but that's all that shit. Hey, that was some. That shit was some violent shit, man.
But then just take the shit from you. You're like, no. Give me that shit. Give me this shit. Because when you actually think about it, man, because I was watching a video on the way to camp. Well, I was watching pretty much all day, all of Yahawah's videos. And it was funny because he was talking about cartoons, like not like cartoons, but comics, and he was showing like different artists and how, you know, art has led people into lies and astray. Because, you know, when you think about how X-Men look, people worship like, you know what I'm saying? It's eating my shit because they portray all of the superheroes as them. It's facts, you know? They portray all the superheroes as themselves, you know, but when they want to portray something bad or something, then they'll put a Jake out there, you know?
Or like the facts superhero.
Oh yeah, gotta
put a Jake in there. Because also in the new Titan series, right? This series, The Titans.
I didn't see who it was, somebody coming.
Oh yeah, it was the brother that I made, Waffle. So also the Titans, right? The Titans series, they got this new song called Robin. I think you're gonna be next round on Corn Talk about Toby. It's Tim Tong guy.
Tim Drake.
Yeah. They show him as a faggot in there, man. They show him as a sodomite in there because he's training in the in Metropolis at the station of Superman, and then the guy was like, yeah, you know, if you want to come again, just hit me up. Boom. So I saw instantly they want to show him as a feminine this dude. He's the only Jake in the squad, but he's the feminine one. Then so-called cracker looking, Dick. His name is fucking Dick. He's a playboy. He's smashing all the females, you know. So it shows you that they want to demonize Jake. This is really the vibration that Issa puts out here. Even though the females love us.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. Go ahead. What do you have to say?
No, just if you're based on the comics, you even see that Tim Drake, for example, is actually, you know, with the superhero skin say they're Jake, but look like a cracker. Same with him, they actually like cracker and is heterosexual. So you see, they switch his sexuality and his so-called race or nationality to even make it more obvious that they want to protect Jake as sodomites.
Nice. Okay, crazy, man. I didn't know that.
I was watching this movie called Saint X. Saint X on Disney. Was it Disney or one of them? And on this movie, it was like a Edomite chick goes to on vacation, right? And she deal with a Banyamya, and she come up missing, and come and find out she end up being found dead, right? So they didn't blame these two dudes that was with her because she wanted to be like a she wanted to show that she was cultural. You know, she's not some rich white girl, so she wanted to go off the resort. Hello? She wanted to go off the resort.
Oh man. See, this is what happens.
It's gonna happen much more.
Exactly. I was just
grander
thinking that.
level, Lord willing, man.
I was just thinking that, man.
Much more grander level.
Time with Jacob's trouble, man. People gonna remember us, man.
Yeah.
Everybody gonna put it on their spirit to fix us up, man.
Yeah, he
Y'all left us up.
you see that them dudes out here every week, man. You know. But anyways, so to come to find out, the female got played by the Jake because they made the two Jakes end up doing some sodomite shit. So you had to watch that whole movie to only to see that they made the two Jakes. The two main characters are gay. And one dude been loving the other dude the whole time, messed up his marriage. He married the man's wife when he went to way to make money in the States for her. He done married the man, took the daughter, his son and shit from the. And I'm like, yo, there's some wicked shit that they're pushing, man. You know? And this is what Esau does, like the brother was saying. You know, Esau turns everything upside down, man.
They did the same thing in Black Mirror. I don't know if you remember this episode. The one episode they had this, it was a VR or something, right?
Oh yeah, this
With
was
the VR, and then it was going to the game. The one was a shark, the other one was a like a female, but it was two dudes. And they was, you know, doing sodomy in the game.
But one was a woman, one was a dude.
Exactly. And or some hybrid type of some bullshit. But then in real life, the one dude was, hey, why not come back, man? Hey, let's keep on doing this shit. So he was enjoying it. So he wanted the act of sodomy to keep on going because actually they was popping each other. It was just in disguise, man.
Yeah.
It's like exactly, like it's like this. Like in the other Black Mirror, when they had the chip in the brain of the soldier, he would see a beautiful woman. Actually, it's a dude. You understand? Like that. And that's what they had. But they knew that it was two men. They knew it, and they kept on going.
Yeah.
So they knew this was sodomy, man.
Enjoying this feeling.
And who was it? Jakes. Couldn't be Edomites, right? Could not be Edomites.
That's too common.
And it's, hey, listen, it's a surprise to me that they put out Jeffrey Dahmer like that. But at the same time, they glorify this demon, man. They glorify him, man. Say he's so intelligent. Come on, man. Fucking psychopath, man.
Eating people ain't intelligent. Hey. He says the man was intelligent, but he was eating people.
Fucking retard.
Feeding humans to people in his building and shit. But that's what they look up to. Perversions. Get Shirley returning his things. Okay, good.
Isaiah.
And Heavenly Father made this thing crooked. Who can turn it?
Job 14. Go back in the grip, Isaiah 29:16. Yeah, look for the Job.
I got.
This makes it
I
stronger.
want to buy the 199 students.
She hated it. Throw it away.
I can't find the Job. I only have the one who can bring a clean thing out of clean thing.
Okay.
But the other one I can't find. Shots. Yep, that's the right move, bro. That's the right move, man.
Just gonna walk right through. Just gonna walk right through. Yeah, Isaiah, go ahead, read Isaiah.
It's Isaiah 29:8. It shall even be as when an hungry man dreameth, and behold, he eateth, but he awaketh, and his soul is empty.
29:16. Isaiah 29:16.
Isaiah 29:16. Surely your training, your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the works say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding?
See, but surely you're turning the things upside down will be esteemed as potter's clay. All right, so the Lord has deemed us as clay in His hands, right? He can do with us as He will, right? But the point I wanted to make is that Esau, this is talking about Esau turning things upside down, right? And people always say, but Esau can't help being wicked. I mean, he can help to be wicked because the Lord has made him that way. The Lord has made Esau to be utterly wicked, and he can't help it. That's what I was trying to say. So like, because I was thinking about other precepts in my mind. What?
It's a spirit, man.
It's spirit, yeah.
Let me get the
Spirit, soul, and lifted up. Soul, which is lifted up, is not right. Esau's spirit is very perverse, all right, and he's pushing that vibration to make his spirit to feel comfortable. It's the perverseness. All right. Why would a perverse thing desire everything to be righteous and clean? You know, if you are made to be in squalid, hello, if you would. It says Jesus is Lord. HAWASHI is the Lord. One true Lord. One true power. All power. Right? That's what we're waiting for it to return. So let's get back to what I was saying.
That the other scripture.
Okay, go ahead.
Habakkuk 2:4 says, "Behold, the soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith."
See, his soul lifted up is not it's not upright in him. And that's Esau, because he's been lifted, isn't that boy? Esau's been lifted up on high.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Esau's been put in a high position by the Spirit Prophet HAWASHI. He allowed Esau to raise up and be put in that position. Alright? What is it? This is the decree of the watchers that the Lord setteth up men.
Daniel 4:17.
Yeah?
Can you grab that?
Daniel 4:17. Daniel 4:17.
This one. I also got the crooked. You want it?
Yeah.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 1 and verse 15. It says, "That which is crooked cannot be made straight, and that which is wanting cannot be numbered."
You see? And that's what nobody can take the crookedness out of Esau. It's just in them. You know? From birth they come out spewing lies. Damn, you can't even say a word yet. You already putting lies out.
That's why the crack stars be lying, man.
Yeah, they do.
They
We've
be
seen
lying on
many
tape.
accounts of it, man. You know, many accounts of it. Many times you've seen little crackers lying on Jake. They do TikTok videos and they go viral. You know, and then the parents say, "We don't know where he got that from." Yes, you do. You damn sure know where he got it from your own wicked ass. All right. Who ate the cookie? I don't know. You don't know who ate the cookie. Somebody came in and ate the cookies. You sure? Who ate the cookies? Black man did it. Black man came, broke into your house and ate cookies. You said, go ahead,
Psalms 58:3. "The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies."
The wicked are estranged from the womb. Right? Go astray. As soon as they be born, speaking lies. And they can't help it because the Heavenly Father has done that, put them in that lot.
I also got the Romans 9 if you want that. And I got another precept for the crooked.
Go to crooked.
Ecclesiastes 7:13. Consider the work of the Most High, for who can make that straight, which he has made crooked?
See? That's how you know that Esau's not going to stop. He's not going to just change your heart and everything's going to get better. Heavenly Father made him to be wicked intentionally to show his power upon the earth. Right? He made him crooked as hell to show his power when he decides to come back upon the earth. Me? That's why he was all in my face?
Hey. I think he said he speaks Aramaic or something. Definitely this one.
Yeah. So the womb, they go about speaking lies, speaking vanities. Okay? What's up? What's up, man? Okay.
So yes, what you asked for. I got the bonus now.
Put that in 417. Can you give me a verse?
It's Daniel 4:17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of man, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basest of man.
See? So he gave it to whomever he will. So you see the power of the Heavenly Father. Because if you, like Yamaha was like, the video, he said, you can't fear, you know, at one point, Israel wasn't fearing the Heavenly Father, they were fearing the idols. Okay? They were fearing the beauty of the things that they saw, like the sun, and mountains, and stones, and precious metal, precious stones, and gemstones, and these things that these heathens were praying to. They were fearing them, you know? But you should fear the things that created these things.
Which you cannot see.
Yeah. See? And it says it in the scriptures too, where he said, fear and believe what you see. I forgot where it was.
But there's also scripture that speaks about, let me grab it. What's the passage again? There's also a scripture that speaks about, it's not the same thing, but it speaks about the love of the brothers. But it's a similar example. Grab it if you want to.
The point I'm trying to make is that we ought to worship the creature more than the creator. Alright? And this society is pushing that right now. Alright? Because when you have to be, when it's going to be put on the line, who are you going to bow down to? To Esau or to the Lord? Because that's what the line is going to be drawn to. Because the whole world is going to be tempted. The only ones who are not going to receive that mark are the elect, 1/3 of men, women, and children. That's it. So that means everybody else on the face of the planet Earth is like it. The face of the planet Earth is going to take that chip. It's going to get on board with that system. It's going to bow down to Esau. It's going to worship Esau and his system, and not the Heavenly Father. See?
This is Matthew 10:28. And fear not them, the YAHAWASHI speaks, and fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell.
So we're not afraid of what's to come. Why? Because we got something that these people don't have, and that's faith in the Lord, faith in YAHAWASHI. That's a gift to have faith in something we haven't seen. That's a gift to have faith in something we've never witnessed, especially in this life. All right, but we know these things to be true because Heavenly Father has bestowed upon us that faith in Him, our spirits. Okay, so if we understand that and we fear the Lord, you know, why are we going to fear what Esau can do to us? All right, well, we got many examples in the scriptures about how our forefathers went out like men upon their feet rather than bow down to these heathen cousins and these heathen sisters.
That's scripture. It's the book of 1 John chapter 4 verse 20. And let me start verse 19. We love him because he first loved us. If a man say, I love the Most High, and he hateth his brother, he is a liar. For he that loveth not his brother, whom he has seen, how can he love the Most High, whom he has not seen? You know, so like the brother was going into, just give another example, because people see what they fear, right? Fear what they see. So you really have to have, the fear has to be implanted you for the Heavenly Father, to really fear him. Because same thing with if you say you love the Heavenly Father, but you can't even love your brother. You see him in the flesh, but you cannot love him, but you love something that you cannot see. It shows you that you're not really right in your mind. If you say you love the Lord, if you say you fear the Lord, then you have to also live it, you know? You have to love the brothers, and you should not fear these idols because you know something greater is out there, man, which is the Heavenly Father. You should not, and then act like, you're funny, man. You're funny dude, man. You're a funny dude, man. Anyways, hey, I don't know if this is the agent, man. Hey, Easter, you got some whack-ass agents if you're the agent, you know? He got a good cover. You know, he got a good cover.
Playing like hell.
Yeah. You know? But he said, let me just make oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? What like I was saying.
Now he got to turn around and really play it, like he really on the phone.
Yeah, man. It's like in Top Boy. Remember the crackheads that was fake? The fake crackheads, the two officers? Like that. But they played it good, man. But they're fucking up. This dude, man. Anyways, so as I was saying, you have to fear the Heavenly Father and love the Heavenly Father. And if you love him, you have to love the brother. So if you fear the Heavenly Father, you should not fear what you see, man. Because automatically, like you were speaking about, remember when you was this one place, and you saw the big statue of the demon, you also, oh shit, man, this had like a demonic spirit upon it. So this is what Israel saw, and then they feared, you know? It's the same thing if you see something great, you know, for example,
it was menacing.
Yeah.
It made you feel like
Exactly.
squash you, nigga.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I was like, yo, like this shit is what the fuck? Like, you know, that's how it made me feel. Go ahead.
Yeah, man, like, so as brother was saying, tell me that that's a good example because this how you saw these big statues of Dagon and stuff like that, and Jake was like, oh shit, what are we gonna do? You know, like, this is
Terrifying.
like, you know, I don't even fear this shit, man. Then I dropped down. You know?
Like even hearing stories like Bella and the Dragon, though, with that,
Yeah.
you know, huh?
Seeing great things, wonders coming from this shit so
even
far.
seeing and hearing these things, they still did this bullshit, man.
Oh yeah. It shows that the Heavenly Father really, the evil spirit was sent upon them.
It's the same with graveyard. With the weird feeling, and you feel that demons are there, and it's not an environment you should be around or be in. Because for example, I live like right across my street is a graveyard. Every time in the night when I go out, right, I have like this feeling somebody's like walking up to me. And you know, when you're in the dark, you don't see really something, be like, yo, am I tripping?
Yeah, man. Yeah. I feel that too. I used to feel that when I was younger. A lot when I went to the basement.
Yeah, in the dark.
Yeah, like when you're walking up the stairs, I feel like somebody's like running behind you, like, come get me. Like, you're like, no. They're trying to get to the door quick. And then I'm like, what the hell are you running upstairs for? I'm like, nothing. You know, like, but I understand what you're saying with that feeling, man. Because you know, there are entities around us, man. The Heavenly Father tell us that. The angels of the Lord, was that Psalms 91 and 11? The angels of the Lord that came to round about them that fear.
Beautiful, sir.
No, it's 91 and 11 too, right?
That's another one that
The angel, the Lord shall give
angels charge over.
angels charge over the camp.
Psalms 34.
Psalm 34 and
7.
17.
7. And also got the one that you said speaking about.
Psalms 34 and 7.
The one scripture speaking about they worship creature more than the creator. That's what it says.
Yeah, this is Psalms 34 and 7. The angel of the Lord Yahawah encampeth round about them that fear him and delivereth them.
So it's an obvious thing that we understand what's going on. We don't understand fully like the ins and outs of how the Heavenly Father created the bones in the womb and how he hung the sun up there, put it on rotation, where the winds come from. But it's going to be revealed to us, right? Those ins and outs of how this planet and the secrecies, the secrecy of the creation of the Heavenly Father is going to be revealed unto the elect, mortal men. All right, but right now, He's giving us understanding of and the eyes to see what's going on. All right, and I remember saying, like, I used to have the military. The military had you like do classes in front of like 30, 40 soldiers. And I had to do this with 9mm qualifications. I had to teach people how to, a whole room of people how to lock, clear, load, full weapon inspection on functions check on weapons. You got to do that in front of a lot of dudes that got a lot of rank. They outrank you too. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah. And then to come from that to come to this, I thought that was a weird feeling of being put on the spotlight. And to come and preach, it gives you a sense of feeling people. You understand what I'm saying? I believe that we become more spiritual when a person comes up and can speak and feel their spirit immediately.
That's what scripture speak about. Hebrews. Hebrews 4:12. It says, Hebrews 4:12, it says, for the word of the Most High is quick and powerful, and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing of asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and the intents of the heart.
So, and a discerner of the heart and the intents of a man, discern of hearts.
So, the discerner of thoughts and
the discerner of the thoughts and the
intents of the heart.
And the intents of the heart. All right? Because you this word, it gives you a feeling of what kind of person they are.
You get you, what is it, the spiritual eyesight? The spiritual eye is growing day by day. The more you study, the more you go into the scriptures, the more you occupy the truth. Your spiritual sense goes up, and it's the experience also. The experience of teaching. Because at the beginning you think everybody's going to listen, but actually you see a lot of demons and the scoffers, and even despite the sense when the freaking camera or something. And I also got another scripture. Hebrews chapter 5 and verse 14. But strong meat belongs to them that are full age, even those who by reason of use have their senses exercised to discern both good and evil.
That just shows you, like, when you start to understand the parables, the dark sayings of the scriptures, that strong meat makes you more wise. It makes you understand what's going on, right? And then it gives you a more spiritual eye on that and a more spiritual sense on things. You can clearly see who's carnal and who's spiritual, especially how they approach certain situations. What the Heavenly Father said that we shall be temperate in all things, right? But we also have a function to know all things, right? And we shall what? We shall judge Israel in the least of matters. Okay? So that means you're gonna be tested in a full range of scale of specialties, of skills. How well you can take pressure, how well you can take adversity, how well you can take somebody lying to you, how well you can take losing things, how well you can build back up, how well you can take losing 3 pages, how well you can take not being able to do a video. You're going to be tested the whole way. But it's what you do, which is what? Being in the pen and pray to YAHAWASHI, right? And study His word. Right? The cheat code. Study. It's not a cheat code. It is the code. It's the playbook. It's the rule book. Right? Study His book. Okay, what you got? Right?
So got the Romans book with the creature, the people worship the creature more than the creator.
Still got that?
No, I got the one with some Easter soaking up with the which one first? The creature or the Easter?
Creature.
Romans 1:27.
We were guilty of these things. We were the ones guilty of worshiping the creature or the creator, thus making the Heavenly Father put us under suggestion under these heathens. Right? Even though seeing all the powers and the glorious things that we know He created, we still was worshiping these bullshit as idols.
even the time when Heavenly Father showed the signs
That's what I'm saying.
in front of Israel, like after
In their
Egypt,
face, in their face.
you know, splitting the Red Sea, have the chariot coming, bringing, you know, being the cloud and day, in the night, the pillar of fire, showing the way, the great thunder when they just wanted to speak directly to the Heavenly Father, the earthquake and stuff like that. You know, so you had all these things going on, and the Jakes was going wild, man. They were still worshiping the idols. Just because Moses was gone a little bit, they said, like, hey, Aaron, build us a golden calf, man. Let's go. Yeah, this shows you how destroyed our people are.
After being led to the Red Sea.
Yeah, man, after being delivered, it shows you that there was always something wicked in Israel. That's why the first generation had to be rooted out, man. They came out of Egypt.
That's what the 2/3 is going to be taken out right now. Right?
Just for waiting for the kingdom.
Yeah, 2/3 of destruction is going to come upon this place. All right? What?
They look like they're shaky shit, man. They got some shit.
Not your born enemy.
They got something hidden for you guys, man. Like that.
Something up his sleeve at all times. Can't trust their answers.
If nobody would know you'd be whistling with them, man, you would be gone, man. Like that type of shit, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, Esau make you disappear in a heartbeat. It ain't nothing. If he do it without nobody finding out, everybody's gonna be gone.
So post earlier, it was something because China set up a new politician for the outside minister, right? Because the other one just vanished or disappeared.
Foreign minister.
Huh?
The foreign minister.
Yeah, right. And they set up a new one because the other one just gone. And then I saw in the comments, it was like a minister having an opinion that goes against the government. Then this I don't know, president of China, this I don't know his full name.
Xi Jinping.
Yeah, Xi Jinping was like a quote was a joke. Hey, I'm sorry for the car accident we have next week, you know.
You know what's even funnier? Not even funny, but all these people seated, all of these celebrities that spoke out about something, they all died. They even be like, oh my God, he's gonna die. Remember when before Coolio died, he was talking about that shit. If you read the comments, they're gonna say, oh, he's gonna kill him. He died, he got killed, and nothing happens. Here you are still worshiping, listening, watching, praising, you know what I'm saying, buying tickets to the Beyonce concert, you know, trying to, you know, huh?
Same when you keep a show, how you can sustain your own oil, how you can make it out of, like, I don't know, just normal oil for your cars, for example, how you put gas, how you can just make it on your own. How you always in the comments, man, it was nice to meet him before a car crash, you know.
Yeah.
Man, Sandy fell out of the dirty floor, man, just randomly.
Yeah. Or he drowned, or he overdosed.
Yeah.
Anybody that goes against that system, they somehow just come up missing.
Just the comments full of it because people know.
Huh? Nah. Oh, really?
It shows you that we are not protecting you.
Yeah.
Because Esau want to go against us, but the Heavenly Father said, not yet, not yet. The time gonna come when he's gonna come upon us, and we're gonna persecute it. It's gonna come.
Yeah.
It's gonna come.
Said it.
It's gonna come, but we are under protection. It shows that we are under great protection. Because he can. We literally speak against the system. We said the system needs to fall down.
Lord willing, it fall down tonight.
You know, we want it to fall down right now.
Right now.
But we have to suffer and wait till the prophecy come to pass. But the point is that even though we're doing this and we're out in the street, police coming up upon us, why do you think they don't just incarcerate us? Just falsely blame us already. Why don't they do that? Why don't they do that? Because of the time yet. But the time gonna come, you know?
And also, another thing is also what you said about Esau coming down like a, you know, he got everything. You know, he got all the information. He know where you live. You know, we are like the Heavenly Father said. Jacob is like a worm, man, defenseless worm.
I don't get it. Why the fuck would we film the other side, man? It makes no damn sense. These people are fucking retards or something. That we stand here, not even looking into the camera or something. We just, you know, speaking. Because if we film the other side, we would look into it, right? We look like what's going on and stuff like that. You see this, that, and third. Come on, man.
What was I saying?
You said we are really like worm, like for defense.
Oh yeah. So our only. Let's get that out. Ephesians 6. Our only protection against Esau is HAWASHI. That's Israel's only protection. We don't got nobody to speak up for us. Alright? We need G7 summits. You know, G7. It's funny that they used to call the summits, the summit is the top of the mountain. Alright? G Global 7. The Global 7 or what? 7 heads. The 7 horns. 7 heads, I mean the 7-headed beast, man. Huh?
7 heads, 10 horns.
Yeah, the 7 head, 10 horns. Like, right? The great horse at the top. Alright? Go ahead, Larry.
Yeah, which one, the worm or the
Get
Ephesians?
the worm and then we get the
Okay, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 41 and verse 13. It says, "For I, Yahawah, that power, will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, Fear not, I will help thee. It says, Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel. I will help thee, saith the Lord Yahawah."
Fear not thy worm, Jacob. See to help thy right hand. Right? Who is our spirit and power? I mean, our Lord that we worship, YAHAWASHI. And who's the right hand of the Heavenly Father? YAHAWASHI. Okay? So he's going to help us with through the spirit and power, through our faith, through our exhortation of YAHAWASHI. The Heavenly Father is going to give us all things. It's going to help us, man. We believe in YAHAWASHI, we exhort him, we believe in, then you exhort in the Heavenly Father. What you think about what I said? Oh.
Something just goes
Don't
it says,
go too far.
you know, but it says, "Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel. I will help thee, saith the Lord Yahawah, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel." Verse 15.
He's our Redeemer. See, and I will help thee and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel, YAHAWASHI. Go ahead.
Verse 15 it says, "Behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument, having teeth. Thou shalt thresh the mountains, and beat them small, and shall make the hills as chaff."
Ruling bodies and governments, man.
So we're gonna hunt down.
You know what I'm saying? A new threshing instrument. Those are mortal bodies. Alright? Those bodies that can, run to and fro, don't get tired. You know what I'm saying? Showing Esau some Jiren, Goku type shit. We just sparring. Esau gonna be shitting on us. They just warming up. They just warming up? Oh my god. Sudden figures everything back. You know? The joint heirs of all things. Alright? YAHAWASHI was walking on water, silence of raging ocean, raised people from the dead. You know? We got way more things we don't even know that he did that are not even written in the scriptures that we don't even remember.
It's a good show. That is good. That's
You know,
good.
that we don't even remember that the Lord did. YAHAWASHI did.
I think I'm gonna put a post out here. So we only film ourselves, man.
Yeah, we gotta put it right there. We
Put
film
right there.
ourselves.
Like, you know, like here. Like right here.
Right here. We
Right
only
here.
film ourselves. So that
Like, you
people
gonna
like this.
yeah.
No. Oh, I got a what? Pen. Pen. How I?
No. I was like, oh shit, you have to, like, get loud to get the king. Yeah, man. But that's what it's gonna be, man. Everybody's gonna change us and gonna give us the spiritual power to overcome these seeds and these devils and to really conquer this earth, man. Through the Lord YAHAWASHI. That's why we're gonna be from the weak state of no defense unto the predator, man.
The hunters.
You know, we're gonna be from the what is it, the prey to the hunter. That's what we're gonna turn into. Like it says in Jeremiah.
Yeah.
I got it also here. Jeremiah, and like I said, with the mountains, right? I said you're gonna like what's going into already. You know, the mountains represent the governments, and we're gonna, because what we're gonna go for is the low Edomites. When we come down to Ham, we're gonna round up the elites, man. That's what we're gonna go do.
Yeah.
You know.
That's the only ones gonna be able to be saved. I mean, rounded up anyway.
Yeah, of course, you're gonna have some Edomites, certain places that are not hit with the missiles, stuff like that. But America gonna be a wasteland. We know that Israel gonna be also a wasteland that it can be built again and new. But what is it? But the elite's gonna hide in the bunkers, and we're gonna fish them out because they are the mountains, man. They are the government, you know, because they
body.
exactly the ruling body. So we're gonna fish them out. This is why we're gonna return to the hunters, man. Jeremiah 16:16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord Yahweh, and they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks.
From every mountain, from every hill, out of the holes of the rocks. Okay. Shall hunt them from everywhere they're gonna hide. All right, and they are gonna hide. They're prepared for the thermonuclear war because they got that end of the scripture. They think they're gonna actually be able to fight Yahawashi.
He's surprised that they don't do it.
That's why Obadiah says, "What the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, and all that dwelleth in the cliffs of the rocks." Okay, because Esau's he's delusional if he thinks that you're gonna shoot nukes at Yahawashi. Shoot a nuke at Yahawashi, and they're just gonna knock him down, like knock him out, and he's gonna just vanish away.
Yeah, like there's one enemy, the guy just, I forgot which one it was, man. He just holds some missiles and throws them back. It's one series of enemy. I
Like
saw
Black
a clip
Adam,
of it.
remember?
Yeah, he did.
Shooting missiles at him. He was so fast. They were just like flying by like this. He was
Yeah, but I
looking
mean,
at
like
them.
telekinesis, he just turned it back. Like,
He just goes back. Oh,
that's like type. Yeah, I was type. I can imagine it. He stands on the mountain chariot, you know, the father ship. He stands there. Mrs. Cole, I have to shoot these eyes. Boom! The red big brother, you know, make the move. Dude! And then he just stands like this.
nah, I think he's not even gonna let them see anything.
I think we're gonna show
Yeah,
that
he
shows
gonna-
power.
They're gonna shoot everything at him, and he's just gonna engulf it, like like
Or
Neo.
like what is it? Like he just opens a black hole, like a
Yeah,
teleportation.
it just goes, and then they turn around and goes behind
Yeah.
him.
Like, ah shit! Yeah,
Like when Omni-Man,
yeah.
when they kept opening the portals to come
Oh,
to,
yeah,
to,
yeah,
the,
to Earth.
to the earth, and he's like, I'll be back. He went in there. They opened the portal quick. He
Yeah,
tore
man.
that fucking place up.
But he was like a freaking torpedo, man. He was just like a missile. He was going to, but he didn't move. Like no, he was like,
Yeah, he just running
Oh.
through it, man.
just finishing it, fucking everything up, man.
Exploding that thing. Then took a mountain. He was like, open the portal. And then he dropped the mountain on top of him, man. You know? Where do you think they got that power from? That idea of power?
Yeah, man. But also again, crackers, right?
Yeah, man.
And then the sound is like it's a Asian boy, a German Asian, son of that.
Johnny, right?
I forgot what his name is, but and they make funny music out of it. They say like if your son says he's a son of mine. I just spent another 17 years there, whoop, fucking about shit. Mark was his name, yeah, Mark.
New season coming in November.
yeah.
There's an episode out.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hey, Bucky's out there.
Wait a minute, I was looking, I couldn't see the new season on
New
there.
season, Bucky's out.
What was the third season, right?
That, like
No,
it's
it's
from the
Bucky
new
Hammer.
second.
It's Bucky Hammer.
With the new, what is it? The new animation type.
So it's the second season.
The last one, you remember with the Muhammad Ali?
Yeah.
Now it's that one, right?
Because I was looking at it, I didn't see no second new season.
Right? I think the last one was
Oh, yeah,
Muhammad Ali.
Bucky Hammer, and you wear.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you after the camera. I checked out yesterday 2 episodes. But yeah, man. So we're gonna fish them, man. We're gonna get them out of the holes, the rocks, because they're gonna have the bunkers. They're gonna have the space station where they're gonna hide. You know, And they're gonna set up this, what is it, the space stations to hide there, in the water also. The Leviathan gonna snatch them up. So all this is gonna happen. He ain't gonna escape, man. That's what it is. So that's really what Esau's future looks like. And he knows that. But the Heavenly Father still puts the Spirit upon him to do what he needs to be doing. That's the same thing with us. Same thing with us. The Heavenly Father could put the Spirit upon us like some Jakes say, like, yeah, we're Israelites, right? We're gonna come to the kingdom anyways, right? We're gonna have that Spirit, but the Heavenly Father put the Spirit upon us to teach, to be prophets and teachers. YAHWAH. So you see that the Heavenly Father is under full control. Like we read in Ecclesiastes 7:13, who can make the things straight that the Heavenly Father make crooked? Who can do it? So who can change the spirit, man? Only the Heavenly Father. The Heavenly Father can give you up to your own filthy lust, you know? Because the elders apostles also, like 2 weeks ago or 1 week ago in the camp, spoke about, remember this one Sodomite?
Yeah.
Sodomite, he said, I don't even want to say it like that, but his title was the Sodomite for Yahushua. Remember the dude? Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. This shows you this Heavenly Father can put the spirit upon you, man. Because, like he said it himself. I checked this video out. He said it himself. I'm a hypocrite. Because I'm standing in the camp cursing out sodomites, trying stuff like that. Then when the camp was over, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. This shows you the Heavenly Father. This is why we never save, man. Never think you're too safe, man. Think about the Trinity lover. Think about these examples, man. And this is why communication is also so important among brothers. Because he did this for a while, man. Nobody knew. You understand? So he was lying the whole time. But so I'm like, hey, but if you communicate on a daily basis or on a continuing basis, man, you're gonna sense something, man. You know, you're gonna see something like suspicious. Then you ask him, and he realizes, then I don't know, man. That's crazy, man. If you do that, man, then I don't know why you're in this thing, man. You know, the Heavenly Father has mercy upon whom He has mercy, yes, but don't be the scripture speak about don't lie one to another, man. You know, don't come to the spirit of Satan. This shows you, man, you have to really. This is why also the elders apostles. Why did the elders apostles shut the doors? Like only after a long time you can come to the camp. When we came to GMS, we just said like we're GMS Germany, done. Right?
Actually, we put the banner up.
Yeah, we did it. Then he ignored us. Exactly, but we just did it. Nowadays, it's not really like that anymore, man. You know, brothers have to come to the camps in the area, stand there for a while, and then they can transition to the other side.
There was no other camp that we could go to.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying?
So we could have, you know, they could have said like, why didn't y'all come to us, talk to us, stuff like that.
How would we have known all of that? How would we have known?
But what I'm saying is they could have said these things. They said like, yeah, this is how you proceed with the word, right? You just don't go somewhere and change your name. You just don't take a company and say like,
Spirit, you know?
this is what I'm saying. So, but now the Heavenly Father put the spirit upon the elders apostles, say like, hey, shut the doors because you see we're in evil times, man. Like Scripture says, you know. Yeah, how does it say? You know that, right? It's an evil world we're living in.
Evil world we live in.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. We have some evil times. This is what the Scripture speak about. We live in perilous times, man, dangerous times. Because a guy like that can break another brother's spirit, man. Break his faith. It is possible. That's why you have to be aware and watch out what you bring around you and who you bring into your house, man. Because in the spirit, we have a church, right? So we are a congregation. So you have to check out who you bring in and who you bring and who not, man. Because only because somebody says Lord, Lord, or YAHWASHI, or YAHWASHI, doesn't mean he's the man of the Lord or he's sincere. You have examples of them, man. You know? Oh, and this is what I want to say. Because we're speaking about, I'm gonna hide and stuff like that, right? The brother had a dream that, it doesn't, about the Queen Elizabeth before she, way back, but like a few years ago.
He had the dream a few years ago, or he just had it?
No, a few years ago, if I remember right. But he said something like, he saw the missus being shot, then he saw the Queen sitting there, and she was not even like shaking or something, because she knew she's going to go into a bunker. Dream something like that. I'm not 100% a point, but something like that. You know? So it shows you, man, brothers have dreams about it, we have the scriptures, we know that this is going to happen, man. That's why you see this.
Telling me, bad dreams about it. People chasing us. I said I have people telling me about mad dreams about people. They getting chased by people.
But they get chased over.
Yeah, they get a chase with me. You know, like
What?
you gotta run. You gotta communicate from person to person. Close to them. Huh?
Because they just see the
They
next
see,
step,
they
man.
see it. They see
Yeah.
it.
It's because the spirit is changing, man. You know? Like we see that close to the end, so the spirit is like on not on the edge. Like on the edge kind
The
of.
world is in a weird place right now. You see it like with the movies, nothing is really coming out. Marvel is dead. Nothing like the games, everything is like at this like a plateau. You know, it's like this, and now it's just like starting to go down because nothing is making any like. Remember GTA and like things like that. Like those things used to be so hot. Now when you look at it, I don't have that flair no more.
Because they put no passion into it. It's only because of the money grab. And you see when they do a lot of things, for example now on Netflix you see mad series coming out. Popular series, new seasons. You know something is up. They do something now.
To distract the people.
Yeah, because you see, for example, with One Piece,
6th of August.
6th or 5th of August, then you have in November Comedy Invincible come back, now you have Barbie, then you had this whole thing with the Barbie movie, the Oppenheimer, the Spider-Man things.
Also, what is it, Jujutsu Kaisen? Also, new season came out. Demon Slayer, the new season came out. You know how many people watch that shit, man?
Demon Slayer?
Yeah, Demon Slayer, new season, it's stopped now, and they said 2027 new season gonna come
And
out.
even with the lowest, even with the not so popular series, they still like have a strong fandom. They even put them out, but actually they were canceled or something.
But they bombard the people with distractions.
Entertainment.
Yeah,
Like they
distractions.
did when they was about to do that pandemic.
Yes.
When you was
With the
clank down. When did it?
Yeah.
That's when it really started. Like, they said like streaming went up like 500 plus or some shit,
I
right?
still don't understand watching a fucking live stream on Twitch. Never understood. On Twitch, for example. Watch Twitch. I would watch like 10 minutes, then it's enough. But people watch it for hours and hours, man.
Yeah, I was saying the same thing also with YouTube, man. I see these people that do stupid videos, man, but the people really watching it.
Yo,
And they're sharing it. These are stupid videos, man.
with YouTube, we even have like most of the videos are like 10 minutes. They're just like from the excitement point at peak, right? And stay there. But with like Twitch, they go the load phase. See if people still watching it.
Like this guy Kai, right? From America.
Yeah, passing it.
This, you know, I know this dude is not stupid. He plays stupid, but he's not stupid. Speed is not stupid.
When you might.
That's crazy. You know Speed, the guy.
Yeah, I just see.
Yeah. But he's so stupid. He plays stupid. He plays like a retard, like, oh, Ronaldo. Why do you think he makes this whole Ronaldo? Yeah, because it's a name. You know how many children watch him, man? You know, he makes his own dance. Little children know it because it's just a money grab for him, man.
Or the Kabi name, TikToker, who just pointed things to Jake.
Can't you wait like 2-3 minutes or something? Man? Like you see other cars coming now, right? It shows you the product, the crackers, man. This is really the kingdom. He's like, stop to the coolie. He said, stop to the coolie. I'm gonna walk the street right now.
He stopped.
And he had to.
Crackers, when they got like gray hair or white hair, right? You see when they snack on that, they blonde hair, for example, blonde. This hair blonde turns like into like a white pea yellow. The pea yellow.
Recorded it.
Tell these people retarded.
Man, like somebody fucking we're recording ourselves.
Hallo.
We're recording ourselves.
Nein, was ist denn das?
Wir nehmen uns selbst auf.
Bitte?
Auf YouTube nehmen wir uns selbst auf. Das ist YouTube. Wir müssen einfach nur außen rumlaufen. Sie sind nicht schon da kommen.
Nein, ich. Ach, Sie nehmen sich auch.
Ja,
wir nehmen uns selbst an.
Warum immer hier?
Warum nicht?
Das ist ein freier Land, ne?
Ja, Gott sei Dank.
Ja, warum?
Aber ich wundere mich. Nein, ich habe gedacht, Sie nehmen hier auf.
Nur uns selbst. Nur uns selbst.
Bitte?
Nur uns selbst immer.
Ach, okay. Gut. Dann weiter.
Oh yeah, she said, yeah,
See, like she,
you're lucky you
she
wasn't
like,
recording.
she like, see now y'all can keep on going because I'm gone.
Yeah, you can continue.
Yeah.
You know?
This why I was like, why not? She asked like, why y'all always see? I'm like, why not?
She wanted to say something smart,
Yeah.
and I said, hey, it's a free land, right? Then she said, God side down. Yeah, okay.
You know what spirit she had, bro? The German teacher spirit. Bro.
Yeah, man. You want to kick in the face, man.
This is how German teachers are. Look,
Yeah.
they
Exactly
speak to
like
German, Germanistic. They all have the same spirit. They're so proud, but I hate them.
She was like, who the hell are you to think you can ask me a question? Her face is like, but then I cut her quick with it. It's a free country, right?
And she was, he
Yeah.
talk back. I'm
Yeah.
like, yes,
Yeah.
yes, why not then?
Yeah.
Why not?
She did not expect that
And
shit.
the spirit was shaking, like the spiritual pressure was too high.
She really started shaking then. She really started shaking. You know?
Because it shake.
Yeah.
Question: Why here? Why not?
Yeah.
And then they get
But
offended.
she said,
You ask
Emma. She said
Yeah.
she sees
That's
her
why I
all
said-
the time.
That's why I
She
said,
saw
why
all the
not?
time.
Exactly. Just because I recognized that, I was like, why not then? If
Shaking
you would
the
just,
shit,
if you
demon
would just
on her,
ask
bro.
like, why you not go to like a more quiet place? We're like, yeah, we're in a cheap place, you know? But she came with the pride.
So we had to, slice and dice her.
man,
It's
that'd
a
be
free,
gone then,
it's a
man.
free land, right? Free land, right? She said, God said, dunk. She couldn't say nothing because she was like, they're recording themselves. They're not bothering nobody.
I was like, why you come to the camera?
Yeah, I wanted to like, hey, don't touch it, man. Don't touch it. We had an example of that. The German, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you mean the demon that
Yeah.
said, if it would be your country, I would be hanged right now, right? That one? That one, right? Yes! Yes! But she thought we some Arabs or something.
Yeah,
Funny
man.
shit. But hey, she actually, what is it? What is it? She passed us?
Many times.
Yeah, but she said like, yeah, you're right, and stuff like that one time. I remember that.
She said it right here.
Yeah, man. That shows you, man. Hey, when the people see you years, after years, I'm not saying that we're doing this for decades like that as apostles,
But
but
hell, no.
if they see you on a consistent basis, they're gonna stop talking shit, man. Because she was, hey, she came bold up.
She threw the camera down, bro. She threw the camera, bro.
Yeah, man.
I
We
was
stayed
like,
calm.
oh, shit.
We wanted to actually,
I wanted to pick up the camera and just straight on her, bro.
Exactly. Like just release your laugh. Yeah.
Damn! You know?
Yeah, man.
But
She called the police on us also,
yeah, she called.
but nothing happened.
Nothing happened. Why? Because like we were talking. We were just saying.
Like this
Heavenly
dude
Father-
also, warm land.
The Heavenly Father protected us.
Nobody came.
Nobody came. I mean, you saw the day that he called. He was pissed out this bitch. Now you gonna call somebody standing in front of my store. Everybody's standing in front of your store, man. It's Saturday. You know? That day we were preaching with Thursday.
I think he never felt that like he was listening to his life like I'm born. Like I'm.
The guy?
Yeah, man.
He felt powerless for the first time in his life. That's
Oh,
the
you
thing.
saw it? You saw it? What the dude trying to...
Wonder.
Yeah, you saw it?
He felt the first time in his life powerless.
First time he felt powerless.
Just saw the frustration in his face. He's like, it's my shot. You see that? I got my name on there. But this nigga standing in front of my shit. And we were, of course, we're not stupid. We're not standing in front of his thing. Because then we really provoke it. But I'm even thinking like, why not, man? Shit. Last time we did it, right? But like the last few weeks, we did it sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah?
He doesn't come out, but he sees us on camera. I know you got cameras here, 100%.
But you even said the time that you came out, normally when it's only up 3 or the few of you, I have no problem with it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
now you're too many, man.
Yeah, exactly.
That's when all the brothers came.
What if the cam grows then? You're gonna change? Let's stand right here. Right here!
Right.
Yeah, right. Let's keep going. Still got the Romans. It's the book of Romans chapter 1 and verse 27. And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burned in the lust one toward another.
That's Esau. All right?
Oh, that was Jake's book.
I mean, but what I'm saying is that's Esau. That's what he's known for. But Ham, he's the first of that. But Esau pushes that spirit right now. You know, and he uses the most popular thing in the world, salt of the earth, to push that agenda also. Change.
Yeah, because he has to switch the entities. Because he knows when he does the vilest things that is possible that he had, just give him some power. You know?
Or when he gets the most purest things to do the most vilest things, they give him even more reverence or favor.
Generation and generation. First generation, second generation destroyed.
You know?
I can't.
They like that Esau shit, man.
But he eat up now and I thought he got locks, like dreadlocks.
He says, men with men working dead, which is unseemly.
See, men with that was unseemly. Alright? Sodomy, man.
So like the scripture, I have to jump off them, but let me finish it. It says, and receiving in themselves that recompense of the error which was meet. But jumping up to verse 25, and it says, who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie, and worship and serve the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen.
Change the image, worship the creature more than the creator. All right, you know, following after the heathen customs, man. All right, following after the Sabians, after the Hamites,
Romans, Greeks,
the Greeks, the Romans,
which was crazy.
the Persians. All right, if you look at the Persians, the Medo-Persians, they had mad goddess Shivas and you know, right. I showed you those pictures when I came back from that place, man.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. That's what I was speaking of before.
They had fat ass elephants, with fat ass men with elephant heads.
You know my type of shit, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Weird shit, man.
Yeah, Persian.
Got six arms on each, you know, on
The Shiva.
You know what I'm saying? You know, 2 trunks and shit. Hey, the things that these people were worshiping were actually nothing. Absolutely nothing. All right? Why? Because they can't protect you. Okay? They can't. You gotta protect them.
Exactly.
That's why they got these churches locked down the way that they do, because or else people come in there and steal everything out of them. You protected them, man. Okay, but the Heavenly Father protect us. Okay, we can go in there, piss on the goddamn statues and everything. Ain't nothing gonna happen. All right. Only, you know what's gonna happen? Somebody gonna have to fight us for it. That statue ain't gonna defend itself. That statue's not gonna defend itself. Somebody gonna have to stand up for that statue, man. Okay, but we don't worship these things. We worship YAHAWASHI. All right, these idols that Esau has put out into the earth to be worshipped. You know, you're the one gotta defend it. You're the one gotta clean it. All right, you're the one gotta clear the dust off of it. You're the one gotta protect it, lock it up, so nobody can steal it. But isn't your God should be protecting you? Securing you, all right, showing you his power by his might. No, you showing your power by protecting your gods, man. In these fake ass synagogues, man. Go ahead, all right. Real synagogues come from Israel.
Baruch chapter 6 and verse 22. It says, or verse 21. It says, their faces are black through the smoke that cometh out of the temple. Upon their bodies and heads sit bats and swallows, and birds and cats also. By this ye may know that they are no gods. Therefore fear them not. Notwithstanding the gold that is about them to make them beautiful, except the white of the dust, they will not shine.
See?
For neither when they were molten did they feel it.
See? So they get dirty. You gotta polish them. They get rusty. You know what I'm saying? You gotta clean them. Animals and shit be taking shits on them. You know, you got pigeons be taking craps all over the Virgin Mary picture in this little, what we were talking about in Bavaria. They got all those houses. They got the little shrine to Semiramis in each house. Then you see a pigeon just crapping all over it. It's dirty as hell. You gotta come up there with a power washer to clean it off. You know what I'm saying? Get up a big ass ladder. You gotta get water. You gotta clean it. You gotta protect that thing, man. You gotta take care of it. Were you about to say this? You said also, what?
No, I was thinking about the Leopold statue in Belgium.
Yeah.
Protests came, fucked it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, some
can
people
even
worship
see it.
this dude, man.
Yeah, we can even see the statue, you know? He's like, these niggas recording me. And he's like,
Then I was like this. You walk,
it's on us. It's on us, man. What's up with today, man?
But I thought this is the put. No, today they're bold to say it. Normally they just see it and say nothing, but today they're bold to
What's up
speak
with that?
up, man. The spirit changing, brother. The spirit, hey, it's changing, it's changing, And verse 25 it says, "The things were in, there's no breath above for the most high price. They are borne upon shoulders, having no feet, whereby they declare unto men that they be nothing worth." See, all,
They got no feet, man. Alright? They can't leave. They can't get up and leave out of where you sit up. Those statues, the little monuments, I mean, the little statue of David and the statue of Jupiter and Apollo, they can't get up and leave where you sit up.
don't you think Dagon would have fled the place when Jake put that thing on
He
fire,
got the
man?
hell out of there, man.
You know, he would
let
like,
himself
hey!
put the same like
No,
that.
he would put actually spiritual power and just put water, right? Because he's like the fish god, right?
Yeah, man. He
Like,
would've protected
hey,
himself.
oh,
Would have put himself in a water bubble.
hey. In the new Demon Slayer, the one demon is Dagon, man. He got he's in the base. But then when he's found really, he's half fish and the top is like demon form still, but human, you know?
Yeah. So
He's Dagon, man.
That's it,
And what did
yeah.
he be like? Everything he touches turns into fish. He said, you see the power? You see the power? I do abnormal shit, man. You see my scales that let me do, I'll flex in all type of ways, man.
Really?
And then he's punching. He wanted to punch the demon, say, boop, 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 boop. And then everything he touched turned to fish. He said, I see that? Yeah, if you touch it, you're gonna turn to fish. Yeah, man. Then he just like this, misbreathing, eight form. He said, like, you think you're the only one that went serious on you? Done. Finished, man. Yeah, man, but I just realized, I was like, oh shit, that's Dagon, man. But this shows you they put it everywhere, man. Huh? But it says, verse 27, they also that serve them are ashamed. For if they fall to the ground at any time, they cannot rise up again of themselves.
Like they got, see?
Yeah, because what happened? Oh yeah, I got the precept here. You go back and you grab 1 Samuel 5 and 4. If one set them upright, can they move of themselves?
Nope.
Neither. If they be bowed down, can they make themselves straight?
Nope.
But they set gifts before them as unto dead men.
Oh, yeah, so. Go
Like
ahead.
the Moabites, man.
Yeah.
Shrines and altars.
Yeah.
You see it
Also-
always in their places.
I went to a little, little Italian restaurant. You know what I'm saying? Get some crispy chicken.
Yeah. You saw the
Rice,
altar.
white rice.
Ask us to
Anybody come in there, price?
Yeah.
Right. Put money down. Pay it down. I'm like, yo, Issa, you're destroyed, man. You're destroyed, man. You're destroyed, man. The Heavenly Father has really destroyed you, man.
Take it more serious than the group.
Yeah, they over there looking at him like this and shit. You know? He over there praying to the little shrine, but the shrine is
I know it looks small. I know,
in the
I know.
corner, bro. In the corner.
In the corner,
It
and then-
look like it's like it's a rat house, bro.
Remember?
Yeah.
So because I was in a certain period of time, or let me say like that, I know Japhites because I also to them, and they had the shrine there, always in the house. Yeah. You know, I saw the what is it?
Shrines.
The shrine there, and every time because one time I was sitting there, and then the restaurant owner came and said like, yeah, you want something of that? I said like, nah, man, because I saw there was a mango on the shrine, so she offered it onto the, you know, her god. Her idol, man.
Idol, yeah.
Yeah. Then she wanted to offer it to me. I said, no, I ain't gonna eat that shit. Of course I could have eaten it.
You want it?
I can eat it.
You offered it to him.
It's just food, and we know according to the scriptures, like Paul said, hey, it's just food, man. We know that their gods are nothing. So whatever they do unto it just means nothing. But nevertheless, I didn't eat it. But she looked at me like, why not? I said, because I offered it unto your God, man. Because I see it. She said, I guess. Yeah, I said, yeah.
Offered it to him, man. Want to give it to me?
Exactly. Yeah, like she meant it like to be something special. I was like,
No, it is special.
I know
If
to
I
them
gave it
special.
to him first. Now
I know.
he touched it.
It's
Now
like a
he-
holy, like you know, some holy food, man. But you got the first sermon?
Had your guts running, bro. It's running.
And you got the first sermon for the account of the breaking of the legs.
5-4. And when they rose early in the morrow morning, behold, Dagon was fallen upon the ground before the ark of the Lord Yahawah. And the head of Dagon and both the palms of his hands were cut off upon the threshold.
At the wrist. You know, your hand was cut off at the wrist. Go ahead.
Only the stump of Dagon was left to him.
He had no head, and he had no hands, just a little nub.
He broke down completely, man.
Yeah.
Only the stump was there.
Yeah, just a little.
Like you have to, you know, statues that says they gone. Down.
They gone now.
Yeah, he gone. They gone.
Joke before, man. You know, they gone.
Yeah, they gone.
They gone, man.
Yeah, but and we keep reading because this was the Philistines, right? When Heavenly Father allowed the Philistines to grab the Ark of the Covenant, they put it to the Dagon temple and like, yes, see, this is what we did to the Israelites.
See?
And then
Now,
the Ark of the Covenant,
they gone over your God, man.
and then they saw, yo, the Heavenly Father superior, man.
But you know what they saw was terrifying.
Of course, man.
It wasn't something like was normal feet. I assume that this thing must have been massive. Must have been something that. How else could it be moved less by power? It wasn't something that was simple. It wasn't like a little, you know, little tree that a normal person could knock over. This was something that was a huge
massive.
thing, yeah, and it was well respected.
Yeah, if somebody goes in there, you just
Like, damn, like I was telling you how big this thing
So
was.
simple.
So then it had to be something that was well respected, something that was such a structure that for it to fall the way in the manner that it did, it just utterly disrespected and confounded these people, man. Go ahead.
1 Samuel 5:5. Therefore, neither the priests of Dagon nor any that come into Dagon's house tread on the threshold of Dagon in
Because they was
Ashdod.
afraid. So now you got people who take care of this temple, man.
yeah, fuck that.
Going there daily, man. Praying to it, giving offerings to it, man. So I'm telling you, what had to happen in there must have been terrifying, man.
Yeah, because you have to understand, like when I see the idol, I think it's, what is it? Unbreakable.
Hallo.
Ich glaube mal die Bibel, ja.
Ich bin auf der Suche nach einer Gemeinde, ehrlich gesagt, aber ich...
Wir sind nur hier, wir teachen nur hier in den Straßen.
Ach, wir haben keine... Okay.
Aber we on YouTube.
That's because I was chilling with this dude, you know, I don't want to say his name, but fuck that name. No. It was like sibling or he knew like family related or something. I was like, I know it. Then she came back. But as I was saying, they had the big statue, right? The big statue, and they think it's like unmovable.
Yeah.
They thought like you can't defeat that statue, man.
Yeah, you
it's
can't move such a
Dagon.
thing. Look at it, man. You know, remember in Vikings,
Yeah.
when they did their yearly sacrifice up there and those big ass idols that they had.
Yeah, the ODER and stuff.
Yeah, man.
Like that.
Yeah.
So they thought it's like unbeatable, man. But then they came in there one morning out of nowhere. They just put the ark there. See, that's what we do. Sleep good. And have probably a feast also. You don't go wild because of the feast. Exactly. We got that shit.
You know what I'm saying? We took
Then they
them
come in
down,
there.
man.
They're like, so what's up? They see the statue.
But you know, only nothing else.
Yeah.
Just this. So then they thinking like, how the hell, man? Hey man, I ain't going back in there, man. Something is in there that destroyed just that.
Yeah, and they're also disappointed, man. Like their faith is broken. Their
Yeah.
faith in Dagon is broken.
But then you have to think as well about them. Like in Islam, they always give their idols multiple titles. Like Dagon, the unbreakable, the unbeatable, force of nature, undestructible. Then they come in, they be like,
But you know, those Arabs had 368 gods, 365 gods, a god for each day of the year, man. You know, they had a god for each day of the year. You know, they had an insane amount of gods. They was worshiping gods that did for anything, man, anything. And then the Roman Catholic Church ain't no different. All these bullshit as saints, Saint Urban, he's a saint of financial gain. He the saint of this, and he the Where the hell did this shit come from, man?
I read nothing about them in the scripture.
You never read no saying about that is the treasurer of you know, you pray to this saint, he gonna give you wealth and gain. The saint of fertility, all right? The saint of sexuality. They got all of it, man. They got it, man. A whole long list of it. These are these gods that they were worshiping, and those Sabians and the Hamites were worshiping from the beginning. All right, back then when Nimrod was on the scene, all their gods, man. Go ahead, all right.
1 Samuel 5:5 the rest. Let me read again. Therefore, neither the priests of Dagon, nor any that come into Dagon's house, tread on the threshold of Dagon in Ashdod unto this day. But the hand of the Lord Yahawah was heavy upon them of Ashdod, and he destroyed them and smote them with emeralds, even Ashdod and the coasts thereof.
Ja gut, aber ich fand das
Down with hemorrhoids, man. Hemorrhoids, man. You know hemorrhoids, man? That's the blood vessels from your anus coming out of your butt, man.
Why is it
Hemorrhoids.
I don't know, but why is it
Hemorrhoids.
It's just old English word.
That's the old way to do it. They say it now. Hemorrhoids.
Yeah, it's like German.
It's the same
You
thing.
can't sit, man. You can't sit down. You're uncomfortable, man.
Sometimes when you look up words in the apocrypha, you try to look it up how it is, then you put it in the etymology, it doesn't find it. Then you put it in Google and then it says like, you mean this word? Because the old way of writing it, you know, it's the same thing. And then you find it.
But read that last sentence again. He destroyed them with what?
Verse 6 again, Samuel 1 and 5. 1 Samuel 5 and 6 again, or the last part. Even Ashdod and the coast thereof. Verse 7. And when the men of Ashdod saw that it was so, they said, the ark of the power of Israel shall not abide with us, for his hand is sore upon us, and upon Dagon our power.
It's a God, right? It's a God,
Yeah,
right?
okay, yeah.
Yeah, but it's power, yeah, but it says God.
Their power, their God.
It's not
But it shows you, they thought this is their God, like this is their creator. That no, he's unbeatable, man. But then he just got destroyed by the Ark of the Covenant. Everybody just said like, "Pop, over." Finish. He said finish. He said finish. Can you give me Romans chapter 9? Okay. Can you give me Romans chapter 9 and verse. Start at verse. What? Start at verse 13. So as we were speaking before with Esau, that he can't just do wickedness, man. He can't just do what the Heavenly Father put upon him, man. Everybody in this world can only do what he's ordained to do. We got no free will. Matter of fact, give me a real quick Proverbs 20:21 right here. Because there's no free will out here, even though people are under the delusion that it is out here, but it's not. You know? Because people think they wake up and then they have the idea of what to do. The Heavenly Father programmed you already in your sleep what to do, man. And they say like, but I was awake the whole day. You know, I was awake for 2 days straight, like you slept before, right? So the Heavenly Father instructed you before what you should do. So it shows you that you are under the control of the Heavenly Father as we all are. So this is his movie. So we have to understand, comprehend also that Esau's just doing what he's supposed to do. Of course you're angry with Esau because of wickedness, but we hate wickedness as the Heavenly Father hates wickedness and despises wickedness. But nevertheless, get to the understanding, or come to the level of understanding that Esau is just a puppet of the Lord, man. The Heavenly Father is controlling him how he wants to. So give me that. 20 and 20.
This Proverbs 20 and 24. Man's goings are of the Lord, Yahawah. How can a man then understand his own way?
Exactly. So man's goings, the person's goings are of the Heavenly Father. So how can a person understand his own way? And give me also Isaiah, I think it's 55 and 8, where it says, his thoughts are higher than our thoughts. Yeah. Because the Heavenly Father is superior over us. Like we just was going into the example of Dagon and the Ark of the Covenant. The heathen thought that God is superior. The Ark of the Covenant is there, The Heavenly Father smashed that place up, man. He broke their spirit. Why? Because he showed that he is superior. He is the power. They understood that. So in the same essence, we have to understand that Heavenly Father is higher than us. Give me the scripture.
This is Isaiah 55:8. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord Yahawah. Verse 9. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts.
See, so the Heavenly Father is superior, and He's higher than us. So this is what the scripture says. So as I was saying, the Heavenly Father is superior. So this is why people can't comprehend their own ways, because the Heavenly Father is directing us. So we don't know why we're doing these things. You know, when you wake up sometimes and you just do something, you don't know why you did it. You don't know why the day went like that. The Heavenly Father's in control. We did everything like every other day, but something crazy happened today. For example, you just go to your job, you wake up, you know, and you talk to your wife, just normal. You come home and she gone, man. She gone skis. You're like, what happened? Heavenly Father put a spirit upon her to be gone. You know? Or you wake up, go to the job, and they fire you, man. Heavenly Father put the spirit upon them to fire you. That's what the Heavenly Father does. It's just another day, but it's completely different. We don't know why these things happen. You know? Because Heavenly Father is in control. So go back to Romans. As I said, man, just understand we have no free will. So this should also give you a comfort, because it should be a comfort unto you, because you're just going to do what the Heavenly Father ordained you to do. Also, can you give me let me grab it. Romans 9, we said it was 13 or 12. Can you grab also Ephesians? I think 1 or 4. It's behind the Romans. Start at verse 3. Ephesians 1 and 3. I'm going to start at verse 1. You know, because we are ordained to be prophets, we are ordained to be teachers. Yahweh said we are of the elect and do unto the end, but certain men are only set up to teach for a certain period of time, to teach other people, and then be gone. Because you had this one guy, what is his name? Hacker and Jekyll. You know, Hacker and Jekyll. Hey man, I learned some things from him, man. You know, I learned some things from War. His name is War. He was an elder, according to my last knowledge, but he, you know, the evil spirit came upon him, he's gone, man. You know, the perverse spirit came upon him, he's gone. Just shows you that, hey, the Heavenly Father can just let you be in here for 20 years, man, and then you're out. It shows you how dangerous it is, man. You should really understand that you have to do what you have to do, man. There is no ifs or buts, there is no, yeah, I could not make it today. Of course, we all fall short of the glory of the Heavenly Father and our righteousness as filthy rags, but nevertheless, we have to strive to do our best every day, man. You know? As you have to eat, I was thinking about that, was maintained upon them when I was driving to the camp. You know, you have to desire to eat every day, right? Your body might not need it every day. You do it 1-2 day fast, you know, or sometimes you just eat because you're like, hey, it's 3 o'clock, I didn't eat all day, so I have to eat, right? It's like naturally, like in my son, you have to eat. You know, so this should be the same with the scriptures, man. Oh, I didn't go into scriptures today. Let me go into some scriptures. Sometimes you do more, sometimes you do less, but you should do every day something. You know. Honestly saying, there should not be a day where you don't go into the scriptures. And I'm not saying you have to do 10-hour studies, 3-hour studies, 5-hour studies. Sometimes you might just go 20 minutes into the scriptures. You know, and the spirit of the apostles is already like, hey, everyday video. So there you have it. You know, your mentality should be focused on that, because this is the thing. That's the ticket to our salvation, man. Because you have the ticket in your hand right now. But you're going to let it go? Or you're going to keep on holding to it till you come? What is it? To get this, you have to redeem it, to get the stamp on it. Like to get in. Yeah, you know?
To bring it into.
You know? To really use it. To put it to use. Because right now, you got it in the hand, it's like angels seeing us with the ticket. But hey, the vehicle is not there yet to let you in there. Like for example, what is it? the snow piercer, right? Only the people with the ticket was allowed in there, right? The snow piercer. Only people with the ticket was allowed in there. If you didn't have a ticket, you had to sneak in there, and then he was also like a lower person, whatever. But nevertheless, the people with the ticket could just go in there. So they had the ticket. But if they would have lost the ticket before, they would just be one of the rebels. You understand? So you have to hold on to the ticket till the time comes and you can redeem their ticket, man. You know?
I got a free second.
Yeah, give me a percent.
This is Jeremiah 6:16.
Can you speak up a bit?
It's Jeremiah 6:16. Thus saith the Lord, stand ye in the ways and see and ask for the old paths, where is the good way, and walk therein. And when ye shall find rest for your souls, but they said we will not walk therein.
Exactly. So we have to walk in the ways of our ancestors. Look at the church of Berea, man. That Paul said the church of Berea is more noble than the church of Thessalonica. Why? Because it dived to the scriptures, man. If the things were so. So we should follow the same example. You know? What did King David say? He prays 3 times a day. The morning, eve,
Midday.
yeah, like the morning, eve, and night. Noon. Yeah, noon, and because he prayed in the morning, then when the sun was going down, and then midday, you know, the sun, what is it? Yeah, Americans read them, man.
Because when you rise up, right, the sun is rising, so then you do a little prayer. Then when it's the hottest at 2 o'clock, around like 1 o'clock, the sun is at the highest point in the sky. And in Afghanistan or Iraq, it was around 2 o'clock, 1 to 2 o'clock, or midday. And then when the sun is setting, then you do another prayer.
Yeah, but he says here, Psalms 55 and verse 16, 17, evening and morning and at noon will I pray and cry aloud, and he shall hear my voice. So this is what he did it 3 times. So follow their example. There's so great examples in the scriptures. The example of Yahawashi. Yahawashi was daily teaching, man. On the Sabbath, he was healing, teaching. So you should do some healing on the Sabbath. But what? With a video, man. You know, that's what to be the mentality. Of course, we're in a battle. The spirit and the flesh. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. You know, but nevertheless, we have to strive for that. You know, and you have to find your way and balance how you're going to do that and grow step by step and day by day. Because we are called onto this thing, and we are called to this truth, into this ministry. There could be some bugged out demons like all around us. We could be some retards like across the street. We could be like them. But then Father gave us this unique and special spirit. So take hold of that and embrace what you've been given, man. So give me the Ephesians.
It's Ephesians 1:1. Paul, an apostle of Yahawashi, HaMashiach, by the will of Yahawah, to the saints which are at Ephesus.
See, so Paul was writing a letter to the saints at Ephesus, so the Israelites, the church in Ephesus.
And to the faithful in HaMashiach Yahawah, Yahawashi HaMashiach.
When I was in Turkey, Asia Minor.
Grace be to you and peace from Yahawah, our Father, and from the Lord Yahawashi HaMashiach. Blessed be the power and Father of our Lord Yahawashi HaMashiach, who have blessed us with all spiritual blessings in heavenly places in HaMashiach, according as he hath chosen us in him to pour the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before him in love.
Keep it reading.
Having predestinated us unto the adoption of children by Yahawashi HaMashiach to himself, according to the good pleasure of his will.
Exactly. So Yahawashi, the Heavenly Father, ordained us and adopted us back because we was in the world, we was going astray. But now he adopted us back to Yahawashi because Yahawashi opened the doors for us to come back unto him. But we are ordained unto them. We are predestinated unto them. So we have to understand and comprehend all we're really involved in, man. And this is not by choice. We didn't choose to be teachers. We didn't wake up one day like, I'm gonna be a teacher of the Bible. You might have like ambitions towards it. Like I said, like the only 2 things that I wanted to be is a football player, go into the National Football League in America, or be a preacher, man. That's what the 2 ambitions that I had. But You have to understand, I did not thought about it like that, man. Actually, I didn't even thought about it anyway. I just said it, I want to be there, you know? But then Father really blessed us and blessed us above the comprehension of some people. Man. When you really understand what you're involved in, it goes beyond your mind. If you keep on doing this and do unto the end, you're one of the government body of the everlasting kingdom to come. You understand what this means? You understand what this means? Constant. Because you're all going to be in peace. You're all going to be in harmony. But what this means is constant rulership, constant authority. What is it? Constant judgment seat. And also constant fame. And also you got the, what is the pressure on your back, man? You know, so you have to understand that and really understand what you're really working for. Because if you just work, it's like this. If you just go to the gym, just say, I'm gonna lift weights. You're gonna go for a month, you're gonna stop. But if you set a goal, like, hey, I wanna get jacked, or I wanna go to 85 kilo lean mass, you know? Or for example, you start a, martial arts sport. I want to get, for example, start jiu-jitsu. I said, you say you want to get a black belt, even though you already ain't going to make it to the time, but you have just that ambition, you're going to go hard for it. You're going to put some time and effort into it. So the same thing with this truth. So if you say like, hey, I want to be one of the elect, then you're going to put in the work because you have a goal for yourself. You know? You want to say something?
Jeremiah 1:5. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. Before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee and ordained thee a prophet unto the nations.
See, so before Jeremiah was even the womb of his mother, the Father knew his spirit already because he created him. And he said like he's going to be a prophet. He's going to be Jeremiah the prophet. He gave him the name, you know, how he's going to look, what he's going to do. Everything was written down. Before Jeremiah even was like in the womb, man.
Before he even formed him in the womb, he already knew what he was.
Before his, you know, his father,
Flesh and bone, you know, dropped that seed.
dropped that seed in the mother, man.
Yeah.
Before even that, you know. That's what he did. He did a video of that picture. He pointed those to us because he wasn't filming himself because he was a weird animal. Yeah. Nevertheless. Yeah. They showed us. Anyways. So this shows you the power of the Lord, man. So we are ordained unto this thing, man. So understand what you're involved in. It's very, very crucial, very important. Because if you just walk blindly, you know, when you came to, listen, when you come to the truth, you're going to be full of excitement and you're going to be rejoicing because you come back to your heritage, right? You understand that you're a child of God. You understand that you're an Israelite. That we got this heritage, we got this history, we got the future to come. Okay, cool. But then you go to teach. At the beginning, man, you don't really know what you're involved in, man. If you don't have anybody above you that did it before you, like literally here in the place, of course, you see the elders apostles teaching, and you hear what they say. But to really live through it is different. You know what I'm saying? To live through it is different because you go out and you think like, hey, you know, it's just to, you know, show the heathen what they're gonna have to go through. But it's more than that, man. It's more. This truth is more than to life. You know, it's the life. This is our life actually. So the truth is more than just going out in the streets to curse at the so-called white man and tell the heathens that go to slavery. It's to build up our nations, to build up yourself, to build up your faith. You know? To make it unto the end. Because right now we're in a time to build ourselves up to make it, man. Because when the time of judgment comes, man, the time is over, man. Okay, but we have the Romans, right? Hold it, then give me your precept, then we'll go to the Romans.
Revelation chapter 10 verse 9.
What up, brother? Come here.
And I went unto the angel and said unto him, give me the little book. And he said unto me, take it and eat it up, and it shall make thy belly bitter, but it shall be in thy mouth sweet as honey.
Exactly, so that's what it is, man. When you come to this truth first, it's going to be sweet. You know, like I said, Israelite, child of God, we're going to receive the kingdom. YAHWASHI, You know, Yahushua is actually dark-skinned man. He's gonna come to save us.
All things
Not,
created by us.
you know, hey, we're gonna receive all these blessings. And then you hear, we fucked up. We in slavery. Hey, we worship idols. We're waiting on the Lord.
Sacrifice our children.
You know, we can't do nothing against this captivity right now but teaching. You know, we have to wait till the Lord comes. So shit, that's good, man. Yeah, man, that's crazy. You know, you going off, exactly, you're gonna lose everything. Your wife's going against you, your family going against you. You know, the close ones, you lose your job, you lose your life, man. Actually, you lose your life. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You lose your life. With certain more than with others, but you're gonna lose something that's personal to you. I tell you that, man. This is what you need, though. Because it's gonna drive you. You know why? Because when it comes to the understanding that you're gonna receive everything back. Give me that, man. Matthew chapter 19, verse 29. Go over some basics. Give me that Matthew 19, 29.
Matthew chapter 19, verse 29. And everyone that have forsaken houses or brethren or sisters. This is Matthew chapter 19 and verse 27. It said 27. Yeah. Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore?
Yeah, so Peter was asking the question, Lord, we followed you, right? You just called us and we followed you. Because it happened to James and John and what is it?
Follow me, I shall make you.
Yeah, exactly. So he just said, follow me. They just left their father in the work and left him. And you know, Jake gonna flip out. When I would think about it, because recently our father was here, and then I had to fix some things in my mother's house with him. And if I would just dip out like that, man, hey, he would get furious, man. He would like, hey, what you doing, little nigga? You know? He would get angry, but they said, hey, we are our flesh, but hey, there's our Lord. We have to leave, man. I'm sorry. You know, it's the same thing. If King David would call you, like, no, let me see Yahushua calling you right now, man. But in the time of war, you was at home with your family, having a fine ass time, right? King David said, like, we need to go to war, man. And you was Joab, man. He's, you know, his captain, his chief captain. You had to rule, man. You had to rule. There was no way, there was a way around it. So the same thing right now, because we are called to battle, man. We are called to battle spiritual warfare. Because we fight against the elite of this world. That's what we're doing. The spiritual wickedness in high places. Matter of fact, can you grab that in Ephesians chapter 6? You want to read it earlier, but keep that grab it in Ephesians. And you can start at verse 10. You know, so this is really what it is, man. This is like this.
You love it.
We love it, man. This is like it's excitement. Man. These no Thursdays, these niggas coming.
It's okay.
I got no problem with them, no. I got no problem. Because hey, they're gonna get their reward, man. They're marking themselves, and you're probably gonna be a downfall.
This is Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 10.
No, let's finish the Matthew, then we go there.
This is Matthew chapter 19 and verse 27. 28, select it. And Yahushua said unto them, Verily, I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel.
See, so that's the reward for the 12 apostles, man. You know, they're gonna sit in the 12 thrones, gonna have the rulership. You know, Yahushua, Heavenly Father Yahweh, Yahushua, King David, then the 12. They're gonna rule the Israelites. So they're gonna rule the world, actually, the universe, everything, its entirety. This is what they promised for one Yahushua gave. So now, this is what they're gonna receive. So keep on reading, we're gonna see what we're gonna receive. Because what did they do? They was ready for battle. They heard the battle cry from the Lord, and they followed him into battle. He went into the battle from that point. You know, as soon as he started teaching, he went into the battle. So it's the same thing with us. The Lord spiritually knocked on our, you know, in our mind, and we opened the door for him, the Spirit, and we followed him. We followed that, what is it, the call for war, man? Because we're in the spiritual battle, read? Yeah.
Everyone that have forsaken houses, brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or land.
See, so whatever you forsook, man, it is family, possessions. It doesn't matter what it is, man. You left your occupation for the truth because you might have to change your job to make it to the camp. And it's possible speaking about that, man. You know, if you have a camp on Saturday and your job is on the weekends, man, you might have to look for a new occupation, man. You know? Why? Because you want to make it to the camp with the brothers, right? You want to teach this word. Don't you think Heavenly Father is going to bless you for that? They might even give you a better and easier job, you know? A better and easier job with a higher pay. Don't you think that? Don't you believe that? You're going to be rewarded, man. We even see rewards right now, man. Sometimes you look at yourself like, how can you even, what is it? You can't even comprehend what you really received, man. When I really think from the point when I came to the truth, and literally, hey, just, and literally had nothing, man. Now that Heavenly Father give me everything. So you really sit down and think about that. It shows you that we're going to get our reward for the things that we're doing, man. And also in the future. These are just little things that Heavenly Father gives you to boost your faith and to strengthen your courage and your spirit to do it, because it shows you like, listen, see, you do something for me, the reward follows.
Ye also shall sit upon trouble, judgment, shall receive 100 Matthew chapter 19 and verse 29. Everyone that have forsaken houses or brethren or sisters, or father or mother or wife or children or lands for my name's sake shall receive 100-fold and shall inherit everlasting life.
See, so you're gonna get the things that you forsook 100-fold back, man. You're gonna get your mother and father back because they're gonna come back, man. You're gonna get your wife, you're gonna have hundreds of wives, thousands of wives, even millions, and billions of children probably, man. Because if you have millions of wives, you know what I'm saying, that it's gonna happen. It's gonna be just them, man. So this is gonna happen. We're gonna receive everything 100-fold back. So Yahushua just gave a high number, but it's unimaginable. How you be like, 100 wives, 100 children? Come on, man. What? You know, for example, if 3 children forsook them all, you say 300 children. So it's something that's going over your mind. And then he said, you're also going to receive everlasting life. Because that's another blessing that you're going to receive when you enter to the kingdom. Why? Because you're going to be changed. You're going to be changed to the extraterrestrial. Our body is going to be changed into his glorious body, like unto his glorious body. So you're going to have the blessings of the earthly body and the heavenly body. What are the blessings of the heavenly body? Infinite power, righteousness, no sleep. You know, hey, you can't sit in the presence of the Father. You in the presence of the Father, actually. Okay, the earthly body, sex, food, sleep, taste, sound, hey, smell. You know, you have these things going on, so you're gonna have both. You know. Anyways, you're gonna have both, man. You're gonna have both. What kind of experience is that? Both. So that's the thing you're gonna receive through the world, man. You know. So this is what we have to grind for this, man. No, hey, I'm telling you, man. Hey, you all three was in American football, right? And we was grinding for this shit, man. You know it yourself, right? Going to the gym time.
Man, fuck this shit.
We was going to the gym early in the morning. You know we have evening practice around about 5, 6 o'clock till 8. Go early, wake up 5 o'clock before the job. Before school. Go to the gym. Do your schoolwork, homework. Go to the football practice. Why? Because we had a goal, man. We said we're gonna fuck everybody up. We're gonna march them up. We're gonna destroy them. But then everybody said, hey, fuck all that, man. He said, fuck all that, man. And now you should put the same energy or even greater energy in this truth, man. You should put greater energy in this truth. Even if sometimes, hey, listen, man, sometimes you're fucking hectic days. You wake up early or you had a long night, you sleep a little bit long, go to the job, do your thing, come home, some bullshit's going on, you fix it. You might only have a half an hour. Invest a half an hour into the scriptures, man. Call up a brother, hey, let's go live right now. Let's just go in the spirit, don't. Read a half an hour. Because reading is also very important. Because like the brother was reading, we should make the search of our fathers, right? But if you never read about your fathers, how can you search the times of the past, man? You know? It's impossible. This is why you have to make a diligent church. A diligent search. It's like a diligent search of the past, man. Because we do it also of the future, of the prophecies. We have to also do it of the past, man. You know? So
that is establishing the foundation of the faith. Because upon knowing these things of the past, you can use those examples to build faith upon or to lean upon. When you put in the position like those brothers were in Maccabees, first Maccabees, they were put in this position like Daniel, you put in a position like Ezekiel, you put in a position like Paul, anybody, we understand what's going to happen. And the Heavenly Father's going to get you. He's going to guide you, man. You know, and if you have unwavering faith, you have to understand that you are just borrowing this body, man. You're just borrowing, and you're borrowing the energy, the spirit, because it don't belong to you, man. You know, and you can.
the spirit,
Yeah. Huh? Somebody can take it and put you. You can't control nothing. He can control the body. He can control your mind, and he can control the spirit. Where the spirit go? How the spirit get put into the body?
He had his mercy, man.
You know what I'm saying? You are completely at his mercy, just like we read earlier, like a worm. Worms are defenseless, man. Anybody can come just stomp on a worm. Worm can't do shit.
And you don't make sounds either, right?
Huh?
Worm doesn't make sound. We don't hear the sounds.
Yeah.
Because I was walking, you know, I was walking, and the worms.
Sprichst du auch Deutsch?
Yeah, it's such a good child. He says a lot. You know, auf dem Video. Da müsst ihr weitergehen.
Nein, scheißegal. Nee, was ich nicht kapiert habe, was das im Titel sein jetzt.
Wir predigen die Bibel.
Also Jesus-mäßig. Nein, das habe ich nicht ganz kapiert. Ja.
Das tun wir. So wie die Bibel sagt. Nicht wie die Christen es sagen, also die christliche Kirche es sagt, sondern wie die Bibel es sagt.
Ach so, ja, und hat dann eure, wie auch immer, Sekte, Religion, hat den Namen? Kann man da was sagen?
Hebräische Israeliten. Hebrew Israelites.
Hebräische Israeliten. Kann man das googeln?
Ja.
Damit ich ungefähr weiß. Ich
Hört ihr
weiß
mal?
euch nie,
Ist kein
wohin
Problem.
mit euch.
Kein Problem. Ich habe nicht so öfters gesehen. Ich weiß.
Gut, danke.
Ich weiß.
Dann noch viel Erfolg beim
Ja,
Schäfchen sammeln.
You see the thing on his neck? You see the Egyptian thing on his neck?
It's raw, right? It's raw.
Yeah. The sun god Ra. Ra.
I know to Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah, man.
Yu-Gi-Oh! taught me some
Obelisk
shit,
the
man.
Punisher, man.
Yeah, man.
What's life?
You know?
You was
See,
Ad Dragon.
Yeah, man. The rebel fucker, man. You draw them cards, man. Pull the
Yeah,
gun, man.
exactly.
Stay gay, man.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that one.
Yeah.
I know from Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm gonna say, man, I know from the Egyptology book.
Of course.
That I had
Yeah,
got.
of course, I made my research also.
But you just see that they put it in everything to get those generations to make them start to be desensitized to it and accept it.
And you know what's funny also
Or
with
to be
you?
cool to it.
No. The first pharaoh, he was dark-skinned man. But then he came. What? I know, but then he came back in Yu-Gi, and he was a cracker, man. Or like so-called, Japanese.
I picked a new body.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, man.
I picked a new body.
Everybody as Jake. Even
Yeah.
the KABAD guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, so, but this is what I'm saying. So, yeah. But what he just said, to translate in English, he was just asking where we are, the typical thing. And I saw him long. I saw him often pass by, man. And I saw him always, but he never came up. Then I gave him the look, the look in the eyes. I saw him, and he said, "Okay, I can come." Then he asked some questions, so that's what it is, man. But nevertheless, what I wanted to say. Oh yeah, you have to make the search of your fathers, because like the brother was going into, with the times of Maccabees, man, it's going to boost your faith. Because when you read about Judas Maccabeus, Jonathan, and what was the last brother's name? Man? I forgot his name. The last brother that took over before his son took over. He was the last of the Maccabean brothers. It wasn't Simon. It was something with Esbel. Let me check it. I know where it is now. It's in the last chapter of the first book. No, Simon. Yeah, Simon. Oh, shit, I was right. His name was Simon. So, hey, when you see what they did, man, they never laid off. They could not lay off. Even Simon said, matter of fact, let me grab it, man. You know what Simon said? When Jonathan died, his brother that took over after Judas, he said this. As the spirit was right there. This is 1 Maccabees chapter 13 and verse 3. And let me start verse 1. Now when Simon heard that Tryphon had gathered together a great host to invade the land of Judea and destroy it. So this was another, you know, there was a back and forth between these crackers, who's going to be the rulership, one of the Seleucid Empire, then the descendant of Antiochus again. That was battling. So now this Tryphon, he set up Antiochus, another Antiochus again, and then he said, like, I'm going to kill Antiochus and be the king. So he went against the Israelites. You know, and he said, verse 2, and saw that the people, you can read this, no problem. 1 Maccabees 13 and verse 2.
First Maccabees chapter 13 and verse 2. And saw that the people was in great trembling and fear. He went up to Jerusalem and gathered the people together.
See, so he saw his people, the Israelites, in fear because they saw Tryphon, and he just destroyed some Israelites, man. I think when you go to chapter 12, I think he was the one that even killed Jonathan. You paid for them, man. Let me just double check it. Yeah. Let me, can you jump to verse chapter 12, verse 49? Yeah.
Then sent Tryphon and host of footmen and horsemen to Galilee and into the great plain to destroy all Jonathan's company. But when they knew that Jonathan and they that were with him were taken and slain, they encouraged one another and went close together, prepared to fight. They therefore that followed upon them, perceiving that they were ready to fight for their lives, turned back again. Whereupon they all came into the land of Judea peaceably, and there they were bewailed Jonathan and them that were with him, and they were so afraid, for all Israel made great lamentation.
See, so this what happened. So they saw that the captain, which was Jonathan, after Judas Maccabeus, he died. He died in battle. So now Simon is like, I have to revive the spirit of the Israelites again. So go back to chapter 13, verse 3.
And gave them exhortation. This is chapter 1 Maccabees chapter 13 verse 3. And gave them exhortation, saying, Ye yourselves know what great things I and my brethren in my father's house have done for the laws and the sanctuary, the battles also and troubles which we have seen. By reason whereof all of my brethren are slain for Israel's sake, and I am left alone.
See, so he says, like, see what my brothers did. My father, Matthias, I was fucking name of it, Matthias, I think, and Judas, Jonathan, all these men died for the nation of Israel. So now you can say, like, see, so now we're going to be in lamentation, right? And Simon says, hey, I'm done, man. See, all my family's died. He can go into depression and be like, fuck this, man. I know they fought for our people, but hey, I'm done with this, man. I don't want any one of my close ones to die anymore. Read what he did, what he said, man.
Now, therefore, be it far from me that I should spare my own life in any time of trouble, for I am no better than my brother.
See, so he says, like, hey, fuck that. I ain't going to spare my own life. You think I'm just going to go back?
I'm going to flee.
I know the guy is out there that killed my brother, and I'm just gonna go back as one. Nah, man. So this shows you the courage and the spirit that he had. This is what the ancient Israel man was built, man. The true man of the Heavenly Father was built like that. So we have to have the same courage. I don't say that you go blind into a battle, be a violent guy, you have to be super aggressive all the damn time. No, but you have to be courageous, man. In this truth. As he was in the battle, you have to be courageous in this truth, because it takes balls to do what we're doing, man. It takes balls to go out in the streets to teach His word, and people know you. People just roll up to you, talk shit. People see you at the job. Oh yeah, I saw you teaching, man. You know, hey, you teach the Bible, right? see your videos on YouTube. Talk shit about you, man. Defame you. All these things. You know, this is what you have to get into your mind, man. Like I said, it's not only going on here to just talk shit and to say like the white man gonna go into slavery, we're gonna get a punishment for what he did unto us.
That's right.
You know, exactly like that. This one, bring it on, Captain.
Yeah, man.
That type of shit. It's not about that, man. It's about building up our people. It's building up ourselves and our brothers, man.
Preaching, covering those breaches, man.
Exactly.
Building those breaches back into our branch, our tree.
Exactly. Building the third temple upon the chief cornerstone, Yahawashi, man.
God.
That's what it's about, man.
Preaching and prophesying His coming, His word, His promises.
You know?
You know?
So
Showing
don't.
men. It's like
No. Say what.
showing men that Yahawashi does exist and He is coming to cash out on and to come through on those promises that He promised His elect who are going to follow Him fervently into the end.
Again, to save us and avenge us, man.
Yeah,
That's what He's gonna do, man.
He's going to cash in, man.
He's gonna give us what He promised, man.
Yeah, man.
He's gonna keep His word. He's gonna.
Yeah,
This Heavenly
gonna
Father's
keep
a
his
man.
word.
The Heavenly Father's not a man that He should lie.
Yeah, man.
Yahawashi did not sin, so we know what is gonna happen. Man. You know, so just get your mentality right because you have to really come into a man mentality, man. This is what a man is about. A man doesn't. What is it at pressure? He doesn't shrink at pressure, and he does not waver in challenges, man.
Okay.
Because
any man that does that, you don't want around you.
Exactly.
You don't want a coward.
Exactly.
You don't want a man that's shaky.
And you have to understand that we was trained and raised to be cowards. We was trained and raised to be effeminate. We was trained and raised to just avoid all confrontations. Why? Because we was raised for women predominantly. And even like the brother from Chicago said it, man, in the camp, the elder apostle Ramla and Ramla. He said it himself, man. Listen, man, I got raised. He got raised in a house with 4 men, but he learned to be a man in his truth. He learned how to be a man really in his truth. Elder Michael said it.
All the men said that.
Elder Michael said the same thing. He said, like, listen, man, I wasn't, you know. So
What's that mean? I want problems always.
Yes, exactly. You know, but this is just the mentality that you have to get. This is it's a process, man. You have to be patient with yourself, man. You think from today to tomorrow you can just break down, freaking, however long it was. Certain brothers 16 years, other brothers 20 years, other brothers 38 years of foolery, man. You think you can just break it down, man? You think you can just break it down from the day to tomorrow? No, man. It's a process. As it was built up as a process, you know, as it was built up as a process.
That whole process was systematically planned to the T. Right? That whole setup was planned just for you to be effeminized. Right? To be broken down, to be torn down, to take your fire and put it on a level that's not so bright.
No, to actually that virtue to the wrong thing, man.
To dilute it.
Yeah, man.
To dilute your spirituality, your manhood. You take your manhood. Yeah, you
Yeah.
got your, hey, this is what the society is all about. Yeah,
What I would say was, what you can think about too is God is a team builder. He builds his team right now. You got, for example, this 5-star athlete, Yahawashi, already said placed in his team. Red, or the small forward, all small forward, man. The star player, man. His team's around him, and then he builds around him. And he doesn't want people like who only like plays the fourth quarter and is there hot, but then it's like always in his feelings and never can maintain form. He wants the players who's mature enough, who had the so-called clutch gene, you know,
It's training for you. Keep speaking, man.
who has the clutch gene, who don't break in under pressure, man. Everybody on the team wants to make the last shot, make the last count, make the last touchdown. This is what he builds. Build people who do the whole game, who pass through the whole game, even they got injuries, even though they're low, even though they have a bad night or a bad game, they still hustle because to win the game, to bring it home, and not the people that are just there, just cheerleading, or only, as I said already, only 1 quarter hard after they get their feelings, or say I only play offense because I think I don't have to do that.
Yeah, man, but do you think Yahawashi, when he was at his weaker point, stopped?
No.
Yahushua was there, man. He knew that his hour was coming, and he was praying to them for the 3 times, like, please, if it be possible, just come take it away from me. Did he stop? He kept the faith. He kept on teaching, actually. He kept teaching the apostles. Because he was still speaking wisdom to the people. And then he came back, and he said to other people, after he would get resurrected, he was with the apostles 40 days and 40 nights, if I remember right. And what did he do? Broke bread with them. Went to the scriptures with them. Gave them the understanding. So you understand what this means. There's no day to stop. There's no way to stop.
No days off.
That's really what it is, man.
Back chase.
And let me tell you.
When in the military, you're so 24/7.
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing about Esau. He tell you straight up, you ain't a soldier on weekends. You a civilian. No, man, you a soldier 24/7, man.
Okay.
At all times, whatever you do reflects your unit. You go, look, I can be on leave in civilians. I go to a place, I get into a car accident, they take my military ID. The first thing, they're not gonna say a guy got into a U.S. Army soldier got into a car accident. That's what they're gonna put.
Put the blame on the military.
You know what I'm saying? They're gonna put that name out there, man. So we are direct representations of the Lord's military, man. You are soldier 24/7. There are no days off. There are no days off until He returns. Then He's gonna give you your final rest. Then He's gonna give you that mansion that you desire. Those children, those women, right? The power over the elements, right? The reverence of these nations to bow down and give us tributaries unto us. All right, respect, fame, glory. All right, and the ultimate goal is to what? To exalt the true power. YAHWASHI, YAHWASHI. Right? To show this world, because the whole world is going to worship YAHWASHI, YAHWASHI, man. The whole world going to fear the name. Right now, he suffers but a little time with these nations. He let them deal with, talk all the shit that they want. But when the time comes, he's going to show himself. Just like he did in the ancient days, many times. And he's going to show himself, and this time it's going to be a terror unto these goddamn people, man. It's going to be beautiful, too.
That's what it is, man.
Yeah. I don't got nothing else.
First Maccabees.
First Maccabees?
First Maccabees 13 and then the rest of verse 13, verse 5. Go to verse 6. To verse 7.
This is First Maccabees chapter, verse 6, chapter 13 and verse 6. Doubtless I will avenge my nation and the sanctuary and our wives and our children, for all the heathen are gathered to destroy us of very malice. Now, as soon as the people heard these words, their spirit revived.
See, so this is what the word of the Lord going to give you. It revives your spirit, because Jonas, the spirit of the Lord came upon him, man. He did not just came up with the words. Yeah, like these politicians now, they have like ghost writers for him. Like, then they go like, yeah. So what happened there's a tragedy.
Like Muhammad got ghostwriters.
You know? Yeah.
Wow, yo, man.
But yeah, he didn't have that. The spirit of the Lord came upon him. He spoke these words. What happened? It revived them. So it shows you going to the scriptures, because they're going to revive you, man. The scripture's going to revive you. Going to give you power to it. They're going to give you true power. You know? And that's what. But going back to the point that I made about the brother from Chicago, Jeremiah. He said he got raised with 4 men, man. And he still said like he learned how to be a man that's true. Elder Malcolm, man. When you see Elder Malcolm, man, you just see it. He's a man of experience, man. You know, he's a man of honor, respect. You see, when you see him, this is what I get, you know. So, and he said he was in the Marine. I don't know how long he was in the Marine Corps, man. You know, but he was there for a time, I believe, man. And he said he had learned how to lead people in the truth. It shows you that nothing is superior. That's why it says the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High, man. So we above this wisdom. We above this wisdom of this world, man. We above all that. And it's not to have elevated ourselves, it's just facts, because we are directly linked to the creator of all things, man, which is the Heavenly Father Yahweh. And he gives us the knowledge, truth, and understanding. You know? So that's what it is. So what you have? Yeah, and then just point. Let's go over that. You got something else? was only hit the wrong way. Go straight to the point. Romans 9 and verse 19.
Romans 9 and 19. Thou would say then unto me, why doeth he yet find fault? For who have resisted his will?
Exactly. So as I said, Yahushua, the Lord is the control of all. He creates all things. He guides all things. So now, as Paul was going into, he spoke about Pharaoh, how the Heavenly Father lifted up Pharaoh to just destroy him. You know, he made him so great to bring him down. So now Paul is saying like, so we're going to find fault with the Heavenly Father. I'll read it again.
Romans 9 and 19. Thou would say then unto me, why doeth he yet find fault?
Exactly. So now you come like, hey, why does he find fault with them if he set them up to do it, right? Read.
For who have resisted his will?
Exactly. Who can resist his will? He has to do it. Keep on reading.
Nay, but O man, who art thou that repliest against Yahweh? Sure the thing formed say to him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus?
Exactly. So, as we read in Isaiah 55, 8 and 9, it spoke about the Heavenly Father is higher than us in his thoughts and his ways. So how dare you, a freaking low-as human, lowest person in this world that he created, question him? There should not be a question why. This should not be in our vocabulary talk to the Heavenly Father. You know? Because you don't understand. So now you create something. You in pottery. You make a vase out of mud, right? You set it up there. This mud, the vase talks to you like, hey, why the fuck you made me like that, man? Why you made me so round? Why don't you just make me more straight? Why did you do me like that? Come on, man.
Where said, why am I the circle?
Exactly. Why I'm not like a square? Why I'm a circle? You smash that shit to the ground like boom. Be quiet, man. I just created you like that. Done. You just put them down again. You know, like you can just smash it down again and then start anew. Create something new. So how dare we question Heavenly Father? Why Esau's doing that? Why not? You know, Ishmael is Esau and so on and so forth. So there should not be a question. Why? There should not be a question for that because Heavenly Father is in full control, man. He ordained us to be prophets. He ordained us to be the wicked. He ordained us to go out here today and teach. That's what it is, man. So keep on reading because the point is in verse
21. Have not the potter power over the clay, or the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor?
Exactly. The vessel of honor are the Israelites, man. The vessel of dishonor are who? Edomites, man. Edomites going to be destroyed because Heavenly Father created them for what? Vessel for destruction. You know, and us, a vessel of honor and salvation.
Verse 22. What if Yahweh, willing to shew his wrath and to make his power known, endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction?
Who said Esau, man? Because Heavenly Father is suffering. He's suffering till Esau's time is up, man. Because he spoke his word, everything has been fulfilled. So he's suffering and waiting until like, hey, the vessel is there, is fitted for destruction, but I have to wait till the time comes. Keep on reading. See, till these
23.
motherfuckers die.
And that he might make known the riches of his glory on the vessels of mercy.
See, the vessels of mercy are the Israelites. God's going to have his mercy upon us. The true mercy of David. Read.
Which he had before prepared unto glory.
See, and he had to see that? Read it. And call the Lord like YAHWASHI, man. He said, he afore ordained them unto glory. So from the beginning, the Israelites are ordained unto glory. From the time of Adam, man. Because we received the wicked half of Adam, right? Come on, man. Read.
Verse 24. Even us, whom he hath called, not of the Jews only, but also of the Gentiles.
Exactly, all of Israel, man. Because the Gentiles there are who? The Israelites. They are scattered to the four corners of the earth. You know, this is what we strive for our nation. Doesn't matter how we look, like it doesn't matter where we are. We are one nation. We are out here for the elect. We want the elect together to make it the fuck out of here. Because we don't want to be in this place no more. You know? Y'all got something else? I think it's closing, man. So with that, I want to give all praises and glory and the highest honor unto Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, KABAD. Double honors to the elders and apostles who permits and told us the truth. Peace and blessings and salutations to the elect out there who spread this truth and sincerity and also church because of 4 winds. We pray and hope this camp was edifying. Until next time, we say Shalom. Wa barakatuh. Wa barakatuh. Hey, stay strong. Keep the faith. Let's get the fuck out of here. Shalom.